What's up, guys? We are back again with another video today. So in today's video we are going to install a actuator for this Frigidaire washer. So I am going to be very frank and honest. I have never replaced one of these before, but it kind of looked like self-explanatory when I first diagnosed this. So when I first arrived, I was trying to put it into a cycle. The customer said all they heard was a little clicking noise. Upon further inspection, I lifted the washer up, and the only thing that was making that noise was the actuator. So went ahead and ordered the actuator, because without that, nothing was actually starting. So we are going to learn together, guys. You see, I am learning something new every day. Although I am not a fan of Frigidaire washers at all. But this one seemed very, very simple. So as far as I can tell, it only has one connector, and it has two screws. And I believe they're like 3/8 screws, or something like that, or 10mm screws. I mean, two 10mm size screws. So, but from there, you kind of just see me gauging what size the screws are, and we're just gonna take it as a very, very easy, steady pace. One thing I did notice, once you take off the screws, you kind of have to shimmy it out of there. So you're gonna just take the screws off and then just kind of shimmy it and then pull towards the left, and it should come out. And always remember your positioning of your part that you are going to install, because you don't want to put it in the wrong position or not correctly, and it's not going to engage the way that it should. Now, I do remember this connector. This connector was really, really pissing me off, because for some reason it was just so stuck on there. It might have just, there might have been some sort of power surge running through that house, and then that connector got a little bit fried, and it was a little bit more difficult to take off than usual. But as you can see, I am trying my very best to disconnect that thing, and it just does not want to come out. But eventually we end up getting it out. So you see right there. But yeah, as soon as you disconnect the old one, connect in the new one. And remember, guys, positioning, or even as simple as this, just to get good practice, take your pictures, follow through with how you took off the actual part itself. And just remember, wherever it was, just try your best to put it back how it was. I know sometimes we might leave screws off here and there, but trust me, you're gonna run into certain customers that will check and get on their knees and go behind you after you leave and see if you left everything the way that it should have been. Because, man, some people are extremely picky, but I understand those are their belongings and they just want things done correctly. But this is only for if you are working on somebody else's things. If these are your things, hey man, you leave it how you want, as long as it's not going to cause a damage to your house. So that's on you. But anyways, yeah, we're kind of getting ready to be done with this part right here. And it's real simple to put back on, guys. Just kind of align yourself with the holes where the screws were taken off, and at the same time make sure the tip of the actuator is actually entering the actual small transmission of the washer. But right after that, it's fairly simple. It just has one connector. That thing is only there just to help it switch from agitating to spin. That's really what the use of an actuator is on most washers. But after that, we're kind of, smooth sailing. On these, all you're really going to have to do is just, reconnect it and basically just start a cycle and see if it actually advances through. Because with this one, you would select anything and press start, and you would just hear that little constant little clicking, and that was the actuator, and it wasn't engaging, so nothing was actually starting. You might have been able to get a little bit of water, but nothing would really happen. So with this one, all you really had to do is just press start, wait a little bit, and as soon as it start to roll, hey man, smooth sailing. But yeah, like I said, I despise working on these Frigidaire washers, so I hope you guys really appreciate this, because even if even as simple of a part this thing is, I just don't like Frigidaire washers. They are not my cup of tea. But you know, we got to do what it do to get that bag, and you know, everybody got to eat. You know, we gotta make that money. But for the most part, very simple fix. Actuator just needed to be replaced. It was already worn. You can see me right there just kind of waiting. You know, I gave that thumbs up because it's actually looking like it's advancing. So I'm pretty sure we're in the clear. But yeah, we're just kind of running through the motions right now. But I do want to tell you something, guys. Like I said before and always, I really appreciate all the support that you guys give me throughout these videos. And support, what I mean is just by you clicking that video and just taking your time to actually looking at it. That really brings up the viewership. It'll basically start to dive into the actual algorithm of whatever niche we might be in with this sort of appliance repair or installations. And you know, it's just it's really satisfying and gratifying for us to see, you know, that sort of viewership go up. But anyways, guys, I just want to give you a big thanks. Tune in to the next one. Stay safe, take pictures. Peace.